Hi there, I'm Ben from Memberium, and in this video, I'm showing you how to set up your online course with Memberium. This is the full setup video. In past times, we've split up these videos just to make them easier to consume, but in this one, I'm going to give you the highlights, the details on what you need to do to set up a fresh WordPress install, and then we're going to install the Memberium plugin. We're going to create Infusionsoft campaigns. We're going to install our page templates. There's a lot of stuff we're going to do here, but if you follow the video, I promise you're going to have a functional site by the end of it. Now, in this video, to make things a little bit easier, we are using the 24 plus pre-built Memberium page templates. We will give these to you for free. I'm going to show you how to install them. You don't even need to request or open a support ticket. We're going to show you how to get these on your site by yourself too. If you have questions throughout this video, register for office hours. This is a twice weekly webinar style call where you can get one-on-one help with me and other Memberium experts. This happens twice a week, every Tuesday and every Thursday. Memberium.com/office-hours to register. If you're facing a technical problem or something that you need immediate help with, reach out to the support team. We're here 5 days a week and we do check tickets on the weekend. You can submit a ticket to us by going to Memberium.com/support. Now, what are you actually going to get out of this video? If you actually follow the steps in this video, at the end of the video, you're going to have a complete WordPress website. This is going to be a new membership site, or, you know, if you're upgrading an existing site, you can kind of follow along that way too, but you're going to have a complete site. It's going to be ready to go. It's also going to have Memberium and Infusionsoft integrated together. The site's going to be controlled by Infusionsoft, specifically Infusionsoft tags. So when you apply a tag to somebody's record in Infusionsoft, that's going to open up access on their membership site to one of your online courses. And then lastly, probably most importantly, the entire thing is going to be fully automated. The sign-up process is fully automated. The failed payment capture, all these things are fully automated. I'm going to show you how to set that up. So let me actually show you really quick what the site's going to look like. Okay, so if you follow the steps, then your site's going to look something similar to this right here, where the home page is going to have your logo. You're going to have home and login up here in the top menu, and then you're going to have your different courses right here. And so if somebody wanted to purchase a course, for example, they could just click on it. Nobody's logged into the site right now, and as you can see, it's telling them enroll now to continue, and they'd have to click learn more and enroll now, and then this would redirect them here to an Infusionsoft order form. Again, your logo is going to be set up here. You're going to have your product set up. They'd fill out their details, enter their credit card, and then they'd place the order, and then they'd get access. From there, you'd send them a welcome email that would actually take them to this login page that we're going to set up together. They'd enter their login details, and then after they enter their login details, they're going to be taken back to that course homepage where you can see we have all the courses here, and these ones here are unlocked. We have other courses that are locked, so as you can see, if a course is locked, it's going to take them to a sales page when they click it. If they click on one of the courses that's unlocked, it's actually going to take them here to the Learn Dash course here, and this is all customizable, and they can actually complete the lessons, mark lessons as complete, for instance, like so, and then that's going to complete the course. So if we come back over here to the homepage, then this one has a checkbox and it's saying 100% complete. This is super simple to set up. I'm going to walk you through all the steps. On top of that, we're also going to have your account pages. These are completely customizable, but we give these to you and they're going to look just like this. So if you follow the directions, you're going to have a site that actually looks just like what you're seeing right here. We have update or add new credit card. I'll show you what that is. We have past invoices, manage subscriptions. So as you can see, members can update their credit card if it's expiring or they need to change the card that's being billed. They can update their profile. It tells them that their current membership status here is gold, for instance. If they want to change their email, they can do that too. A super powerful function here is that they can manage their subscriptions. So in my case, my user doesn't actually have any, but they could even cancel subscriptions if they needed to. So they would see when they signed up for that subscription and then the status of it. So in this case, I have 3, but they're all canceled. And so, if you follow the steps in this video, you're going to have a site just like this, except it's going to be your content and not this placeholder content that I've put in here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and dive into it. So, the first thing that we need to do is actually install Memberium. We're going to install and connect the Memberium plugin. We're going to install the page templates for Memberium, the ones that I just showed you, and then we're going to set up our initial membership levels. So, let me show you how to do all that right now. So the first step to actually installing Memberium is to come to this thank you page right here. If you've lost this, I believe that we sent it to you in an email, or you can always contact us at support if you need to get back to it. But either way, after you make your purchase on Memberium, you're going to get taken to this page right here. And if you scroll down, what you want to focus on here is this step 1, download the Memberium auto installer. So we'll go ahead and click that. And what this is going to do is just put a download right here So as you can see, the download is right here. This is just a plugin file that we're going to upload to WordPress. So let me show you how to do that. Alright, so now I'm logged into my WordPress site, and we're going to install this download that I just placed right here. This is the Memberium Install download. We just got it. And we'll install this by going over here to Plugins and then press the Add New button. And from here at the top, we'll press Upload Plugin, and then I can actually just drag this file right in here. You can click Choose File and go find it. But once that's there, you'll just simply press the Install Now button, and the plugin is going to upload, and then in just a moment, the page is going to refresh, and it's going to tell us to activate the plugin. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and press Activate Plugin, just like so. And now you can see that we have a new tab over here called Memberium Wizard. This is the Memberium Installation Wizard. So we'll go ahead and click into the wizard, and then you're going to be brought to this screen right here that is telling us how to set up Memberium. So the first things first is to install and activate Memberium. That's exactly what we want to do. So we'll press Start This Wizard Setup. We'll press the Get Started button. And I'm going through a little bit fast. Pause the video as you need to. On this page, it says everything looks great, so we'll just press Next Step. Perfect. And now we're going to connect our Memberium plugin to Infusionsoft. So this is where we actually connect Memberium to Infusionsoft. In order to do this, here's the steps. Come into Infusionsoft, come to the main navigation, go to Admin, and then Settings right over here. On this page, on the very left, press the Application, that's the second tab right here, and then scroll all the way down. You're going to see this encrypted key, and that's exactly what you need. If you don't see the encrypted key, enter an API passphrase, and then press the Save button, and then the encrypted key will show up. So every time you change the passphrase, the encrypted key will change too. So if you ever change that, make sure to get the new encrypted key and place that into Memberium. So we'll place that API key right in here, and then it says enter your Infusionsoft app name. If we come over here, you can just see mine is YM338. That's right in the URL, so I'll just type that in. Alright, we'll press save, and then the not verified right here is going to change to verified. Perfect, so I'll press the next step now, and this is going to be where we set up a tag category, an Infusionsoft tag category. And as this reads, that's where the Memberium membership tags that we're about to create on the next step, that's where those are going to be placed in. So by default, we create a category for you. Memberium does this. It's called membership. So we'll just leave that one for now. If you want a different category, you can select that right in here. I'm going to leave memberships as the default tag category. And so now we're going to create our new membership levels. So I'm going to have 3 membership levels. I'm just going to have a bronze, and I'll say it's a subscription too. We'll cover what all that means in a moment. I'm going to say that I have a silver. That's a subscription as well. And I'm going to have a gold membership level. And I'm also going to show you how to set up another membership level outside of this wizard too. But for now, create as many as you want. And don't worry. You know, if you want to create more later down the road, you absolutely can. I'm going to show you how to do that. When you're done creating your initial membership levels, press finish and go to the next section. And on here, you're just going to say activate Memberium, since that's what we're doing now. So now if we actually just refresh the page, we're probably going to be redirected to like a Memberium welcome screen here, just like so, and it's saying return to finish setting up Memberium. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now we do actually need to kind of take care of something actually, and that is it's saying that our Memberium license isn't valid. So if you ever have that problem, sometimes it just takes a second. Some of the cron jobs have to run. Just come over here to Memberium and then go to the support tab right here and go to the dashboard and just check what the license status says. So as you can see, I didn't really do anything and it's already showing active. Sometimes you have to come press renew license. So I just wanted to tell you that. Alright, so now that we took care of that, we're going to go and click the Install Your Page Templates and Launch right here. And we're trying to go through these steps together really quickly. What you're going to do is basically say yes to most of this. So in order to get the site that I showed you earlier. So yes to the Astra theme. You don't have to use these themes, but we've put all this together to make it super easy to set up. So if you just say yes to all these questions here, then you're going to have the site that I showed you earlier. So on this page right here, it's asking if we have a learning management system. This is something like LearnDash or Lifter, LMS, WPEP. We support all these. In this case, I'm going to say LearnDash. If you already have it installed, it'll actually detect that. I haven't installed it just yet. Next, this is the most important step probably. This is asking, do you want our pre-built page templates? Say yes to this. It'll make your setup a lot quicker. It is going to install these as drafts, so they're not going to overwrite any of your existing pages, but I'm going to show you how to publish those, how to take care of that. It's also going to ask if you want us to automatically create a menu for you. This includes a home page and a login and logout link. In this case, I'm going to say yes. We do want that. So if you have a live site, say no to that, since you don't want your current menu to be changed. At this point, say Finish Wizard. That's all you have to do. Now you can go through this Create Basic Membership campaign. This is just a guide with some videos and written instructions. I'm not going to go through it now because we're going to walk through that later in this video. So what I'm going to do is come over here to the Plugins tab, and as you can see, the Wizard installed quite a couple plugins for us. That's great. I'm going to deactivate the Wizard, so we'll just go ahead and deactivate it since we don't need it anymore. Okay, so at this point we've completed the Memberium installation, and there's one more thing I want to show you, and that is how to create more membership levels outside the plugin. So if you want to create an additional membership level, you have two options. If you don't already have tags created in Infusionsoft, then you can just simply type in the name right here. So for example, I could type in Platinum. I would select the category. Again, I'll just choose the memberships one right here. And then if I wanted to include some additional tags, so the suspension and cancellation tags, I would check that, and I would press Create. However, if you already have tags in Infusionsoft, don't use this method. Just press Create New Membership Level right up here at the top. Type in the name of it. So for example, Platinum. Where it says Access Tag, I'll just find my tags right here. And as you can see, I'd already had these created ahead of time. And so this way, you can just select these tags right in here. And again, if you do it the other way, Memberium's creating all these tags for you. So now that I'm done with that, I'll just simply press the Create Membership Level button, and then here it is right here. So I have 4 membership levels now. So create it. Use the Create New Membership Level button if you have existing tags in Infusionsoft. If you don't have existing tags, use this Tag Builder Pro down here. Enter the name of your membership level, category, and whether or not you want to include the suspension and cancellation. So we've done these 3 steps here. We're going to move on to the next step. And the next step is, again, super easy. We're just going to publish the page templates together. So we're going to publish the page templates that we just had installed for us. We're going to set a couple new pages in a couple different places. I'm going to walk you through that. And then we're going to also edit our main menu. And then lastly, I'm going to show you how to set the membership, payF, and cancellation home pages. So I know there's a couple things there. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So first things first, let's publish the page templates. Doing this is super easy. We just come over here to the Pages tab here in WordPress. This is where WordPress organizes all of our pages for us. And as you can see, we have quite a few here. So by default, you're going to get 29 of them. Now, we do have 2 published pages. These are the sample page. I'm actually just going to trash this since we really don't need that. So we have 28 pages in the Your Account page. This one's already published for us, so that's great. We're going to come over here, back over here, and you can kind of be a little bit selective depending on what you're using. So if you're using like umbrella accounts, you're going to want to choose these ones that say like child users. But to make it very easy, you install the ones and publish the ones that I'm showing you right now. So first, do add update credit card, course grid for LearnDash, forgot password. We're going to leave these 2 individual course templates here. We won't mess with those for now. The login page, definitely want to publish that. As a matter of fact, let's do login version 2. You can do either. I like the login version 2. We already have a Your Account page, so that's fine. Manager subscription, members only, we want that one. And then we want these right here, membership canceled, members only, and then it says membership canceled. So we want that one. And then we also want this one right here, membership deactivated due to a billing issue. Do that one. Payment details, failure, go ahead and do that one as well. The register here, you don't have to publish that one. In this case, I'm actually not going to publish it. But if you're using a free course or you want free access, you do need to publish this. Set your password, we're going to check that one. Show receipt, we'll check that one as well. And the thank you page, will publish that too. Alright, so now that I've checked all those, we're going to come over here to the bulk actions and press edit. And then we're going to press the apply button. And then right here where it says status, we're going to change this to published. So we'll go ahead and update that right now. Okay, so now that we've just published all those, we have a couple that we actually need to set up. So first off, the login page, we're going to set that up, and then we're also going to set up this members only page. So if we come to the members only page, I just want to show you something. We need to get the permalink. So the permalink is the direct address to a certain page. So let me kind of explain what I mean here. As you can see, the permalink for the members only page is /members-only. So we can actually just kind of remember that. And here's what this page looks like. This is the page where if somebody doesn't have access to, they're going to see this screen. So in this case, it's saying enroll now to continue, which is exactly what we want. Alright, so what we'll do is come over to Memberium and then the Settings tab right here. And the first thing that we're going to set up is the login page. So where it says login, we'll just select that page that we published, login version 2. If you were using the other version, it's just going to say login. That's fine. Select that. Come down here and press the update button. And then the next thing that you need to do is come to the Content Protection tab right here. And where it says default prohibited action, we're going to set that and leave that to redirect. So if it's not already redirect, click redirect, and then type in members dash only. So if you're using the page templates, do it exactly like this, members only, and then come down here and press the update button. And I'll explain what that means in a little bit. It'll all kind of make sense and connect. But ultimately what this is saying is that if somebody doesn't have access to a page by default, we want them to just be taken to that members only page which I showed you. Obviously you can redirect this on an individual page by page basis if you want, but as a default, send them to this members only page. That's what we're telling Memberium here. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is actually come down here to the menu. So we'll come to Appearance and then the Menus tab. And we're actually going to use this menu right here. I just named it My First Menu. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change it to Main Menu. That'll make it a little bit easier here. And we already have the home page. We have a login page right here. And we also have a log out page. And again, this is all set up by the wizard, so we don't even have to do anything here. So the next thing that we want to do on this is actually just add the your account. I mean, that's what I like to do. So we'll go ahead and just check that and add it here. I'm actually going to make it be right under the home page here. And I don't want all this label here, so I'm just going to delete that. So it's just going to say your account. And there's one other thing. We don't want this to show up to members that are actually logged out of the site. And so what we're going to do is on this logout link right here and on the login link, you'll see that there's this visibility tab. Now this is a little bit of PHP code, but I promise it's super easy. What we're saying is it's just checking, is the user logged in? So by default, the code looks like this. Is the user logged in? And if the user's logged in, then it's going to actually show this to the user. So in this case, we only want the logout button to show to people who are logged in. So we have this code right here, so we'll copy that. Now, if you do put like an exclamation mark in front of it, that reverses the output. So we're saying, is the user logged out, essentially. So if the user's logged out, we're showing them the login button, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is just copy that code and paste it right in here. So we're checking if the user's logged in, show them the your account page, and if they're not, just hide it. Alright, so we'll press save menu right here, and that's what we have to do. Perfect. Okay, so there is one other thing that we want to set up here, and that actually is our home page. Now, you have, freedom to do whatever you like on your end. Here's what we're going to do for this site right here in what I showed you earlier. We're going to use this course grid for LearnDash. If you're not using LearnDash, you're going to have a different course grid. It's just going to say course grid, and so use that one. And what we're going to do is I'll just rename this to course grid. We don't need it to be anything fancy here. And I'm going to update it and just publish it. Here's actually what it looks like. I just want to show that to you. So it looks just like this right here. Now we don't have LearnDash installed, so these aren't here. But once we get LearnDash installed on this site, these are actually going to turn into progress bars, so don't worry about that. If you're not using LearnDash, you won't even have these here. Now you might be noticing the check marks are actually missing. Let me show you how to fix that. Back over here in WordPress, you just simply come over here to Elementor, come to the Settings tab right up here. Go to the Advanced tab, and where it says Load Font Awesome for Support, just say yes to that. And then we should be able to get those check marks to show up. Yep, so doing that actually did restore the check marks for us. So if you're having that problem, you may not even have that problem, but if you do, just set that setting right there. So we want to actually set this as the home page on the site. So in order to do that, we're going to press this button right up here, Customize. Now, if you're in the back end of WordPress, go to Appearance, Customize, you'll get to the same screen. Okay, so once the customizer loads up here, sometimes it does take a second because there's a lot of settings in here. We do need to do a couple things. First, we'll set the home page. So we'll go to home page, and we're going to say a static page, and then we are going to choose the course grid page, just like that. Next, we want to make it our logo up here, so we want to edit the logo. As a matter of fact, if you just hover over that and just click that pencil right there, it's going to take you all the way over here. So here it is, site logo. We're going to go ahead and upload a file off of the computer. Okay, so I'm looking through and I have a logo right here which I want to use, and I'm going to go ahead and select that. I'll skip the cropping, and as you can see, it reloads, and then here we are, my logo's there. Let's get rid of the title. To undo the title, just uncheck that box right there that says Show Title, and there you go. Now there's one other thing you might want to do, and that is set the site icon. That's what shows up here in the browser. So right now it's just a WordPress icon. You can set that to your own icon. So I'll set it to this right here, and then just kind of reposition this so it's like that that student. So I'll go ahead and crop that, and as you can see, it's been updated. It shows updated here too, and I'm happy with these settings, so I'm going to go ahead and press the Publish button. Okay, so at this point, here's what your site should look like so far. You have a home page just like this. So if we just click right here, here's the home page. It looks like this. We have a your account page, and that looks like so. And we have a logout and a login page. Okay, so the last thing on this step that we're going to do is actually just set the payoff and cancellation home pages. So come over here to your Memberium memberships, and in this case I'm going to be using the gold membership. So you would do this for each of your memberships individually, but we'll just do one for now. Click edit on the membership level and scroll down to where it says payoff homepage and cancellation homepage. So where it says payoff homepage, just type in billing. So membership deactivated due to billing issue. We published that earlier. And then where it says cancellation homepage, you'll again just type in cancel, and then it will say membership canceled, members only. So just like that, and we'll update this. Let me explain what these settings actually do though. So a membership level gives access to content. So when you're protecting content, you'll protect it with a membership level. In addition to that access tag, which actually gives somebody a membership level, there's 3 tags: payment failure, cancellation, and suspension tag. Now these tags all do the same thing, however, they do give you context. So for example, if somebody's payment fails, we're going to set up later in the video Infusionsoft to automatically apply this payoff tag. So we're going to say anytime a gold member's payment fails, apply the gold payoff tag. In turn, that's going to stop them from accessing content that's protected by the gold membership level. And also, what it's going to do is invoke this special page, this special home page here. So if they have the payoff tag, it's going to take them to this special page whenever they log into the site. So when they log into the site, they're going to be greeted with a page that is specifically designed to let them know that their membership has a billing issue and that they can simply update their credit card and restore access immediately. Same thing goes for the cancellation tag. So if they have the cancellation tag, rather than the payoff tag, then we're going to take them to a special page that says, you canceled your membership level, click here to re-sign up. Super easy, very simple. You can customize these pages. We did not set up a suspension homepage, but you're welcome to. And the membership homepage, I'm leaving that as the default. So the membership homepage is just the default page. If they don't have any of these 3 tags, it's just going to be the regular page that they get taken to after they log in. I want that to be that course dashboard that we set up. So I'm leaving it exactly as is. So that's how you set up those pages, and really that's all there is to this step. Okay, so we've completed these steps here. Let's move on to the next step, which is actually going to be creating our content. So this is if you're not using a learning management system. If you are, skip ahead a little bit to the timestamp that I'm showing on screen right now. But here's what we're going to do. If you're not using a learning management system such as LearnDash or Lift or LMS, you're first going to have to duplicate the templates that we've created for you. I'm going to walk you through that, so I'll give you the explanation there. I'm going to show you how to edit the templates to actually add your content in there. I'm going to show you how to create and protect the courses and lesson pages that we are editing. And then lastly, I'm going to show you how to link it all together. So I'm going to show you how to link the courses and the lessons together. Alright, let me show you how to do that. So first things first, we actually need to add a plugin so that we can duplicate our posts. So what we'll do is just come to Plugins, Add New, and then just type in Duplicate. And the first result, or one of the first results, is going to be like this duplicate post right here. This has 3 million activations. So anyway, go ahead and activate the plugin. And once you're done with that, it's going to take you to the plugin screen. Just go to the Pages tab again. And we actually have a couple of templates already created for you. So let me close that. And if we scroll down, we have these 2 templates right here: individual course template, individual lesson template. Let me preview each one for you. So here's the individual course template. It's super basic right now because there's no content on here, but it will look a little bit better once we add some stuff. And then here's the individual lesson template. So we got a big video up here. You got your title, whoever the creator of the course or the lesson is, and then you'll have your course or lesson content. You're going to have your files, and then we even have some navigation buttons set up for you if you want to use those. Alright, so to actually use these, it's pretty simple. You just need to clone them. So you want to make sure that you always leave the template alone. That way you can clone it down the line and create more. So this button right here, it says clone. If you just hover over that, so you'll just press clone. First, let's actually create the lessons though. So we'll do a lesson template first. And I'll just create one. So if you scroll down again, you're going to see that we have a duplicate lesson, and this one was modified a second ago, so I'll know to edit that one. So I'll just simply click in there to edit it. And this is going to be the gold course lesson 1. So I'll just type in lesson 1. That's I'm going to make it super easy. You'd probably want to name yours a little bit more descript. And before we actually go and edit the content on there, let's actually protect the page. So in order to do that, we simply scroll down to this content protection box. You might see it. You might have to, click it to expand it. But regardless, once it opens up, you're simply going to see your membership levels. In this case, mine's going to be the gold lesson 1. So I'm just going to click gold. And that's all you have to do. Again, if you scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see the site default, and then that says redirect. So this is when prohibited. So if somebody doesn't have the gold membership and they try to access this lesson, what do we want to send them? Where do we want to send them? We want to send them by default to that page that we set up earlier, members only. So that's already taken care of. So that's all you have to do there. At this point, we are simply going to edit this page. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do edit with Elementor like so. That's going to bring us into the visual page builder Elementor. Now this is super easy, this page builder. It's really built up of, we've already designed the layout, so you just need to actually add your content. So by default it's built up of like sections, and then inside of sections and rows you have columns, and inside of there you actually just have your content, such as your videos, your lessons, your buttons, those sort of things. So to edit the video, you just simply click up here, or even click on the video itself. That's going to open this up, and then it's going to say video source over here on the left, and you can choose YouTube, Dailymotion, self-hosted. If it's self-hosted, you could just put in a URL like so, or if it's in WordPress, you could just click the video in here. We recommend that you use something like Vimeo or Wistia. Those are premium services, but you don't want the video on your WordPress site for any length of time, especially if it's a big video or if you have a lot of traffic. It's going to bring your site to a halt. WordPress is not designed to deliver video content, so I would recommend using Vimeo or something of that sort. So once you add your video there, simply scroll down. You don't need to edit the title. You really can't edit the title. This is being pulled in from the page, so whatever you name the page, that's what's going to show up here. If you don't like that, you can of course come over here, drag a heading block in here, and then update the title as you want. Again, here we have the author, so this is the page's author, which was me in this case. Here you can actually type in your description, so it's super easy to edit. You just simply type in what you want, and it's that simple. Lesson files, these are very easy to set up. You just simply press the pencil again, and then you can see that there's different types here, and you would just link this out to wherever you wanted it. So if you were hosting this again on WordPress, you would just go to the media library, grab the link there, paste it in right here, and then this would allow them to download the file. We recommend hosting them somewhere such as Amazon S3 or Google Drive, something like that. Again, take the load off your site. Alright, so that's really all there is to it. These buttons up here, the navigation buttons, these are really, again, a manual link. So, these aren't going to be linked to the next lesson automatically or the previous lesson. You'll need to click in here, go to the link right here, and then you would, in this case, probably take, if they're on lesson 1 and they click previous, you could probably just leave this unlinked. Where it says next lesson, you would actually link this to, for example, /lesson-2, something along those lines. So when you're done, just simply press the publish button, and now the page is live on the site. Alright, so the next thing that we want to do is come back over here to the Pages tab, and we're going to scroll down, and you would create, before I get ahead of myself, you would create all your lessons. I would recommend doing all your lessons first, and then come over here and create the course template page. So what we'll do is, again, we're going to press the clone button, and that's going to give us a new course template. So here's our new course template, and we'll press the edit button right here. Again, first thing you're going to do is rename that page. So in this case, I'm going to rename it to the gold course. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to protect this with the gold course, or the gold membership, I mean. And then I'm going to edit this with Elementor. Okay, so we're in here now. This, again, is being pulled in from the page title. So whatever you titled the page, that's what's being pulled in. Right here, here's your brief description. So again, you would update this with your own content. You have the option to add an image over here. This could be an icon, an image, whatever you'd like. Over here, this is actually a sidebar. So we have different stuff over here. Let me show you where to actually edit this. This is a widget based. So if we come over here to the dashboard again, WP Admin dashboard, come to appearance and then widgets, then you're going to see that there is a Memberium course listing sidebar A, and by default there's these things in here. I think WordPress puts this in here by default. If you actually delete these and you can just put in whatever you'd like. If you want an image, custom HTML, for example, so if you did that, then you could have, you know, about your instructor, and then, you know, here's some content, whatever. You know, I'm not going to really spend time typing all that there. This will now show up on the left-hand sidebar. I'll show you that in a second. The other thing that you want to do while you're over here is actually set up a menu. So we're going to create a new menu, and we'll press Create New Menu, and we're going to name this Gold Course, and I would recommend that you name this the name of your course. Then you're going to, for example, click this Lesson 1, add that to the menu. And in this case, you would add all of your lessons. Now, since I didn't create all these lessons, I'll just simply add some fake links here, like so. And I'll just do this for 3 lessons, like so. So again, you would be able to actually just come over here to Pages and just simply, you know, check all of them, press Add to Menu, and then you're going to be set. All right, so we'll save that menu. And what we're going to do is actually come over here and click on this WordPress icon thing. And this is actually a menu. So we can see the menu is Gold Course, and it's already selected that for us. We'll press the Apply button, and then once the page reloads, you're going to see that we actually have our lessons are right here. So this is how it's all linked together through a WordPress menu. So as you add more lessons, or if you ever add a lesson, you just make sure to come over here into Appearance Menus, make sure you're editing your Gold Course menu, add your new lesson to the page right here. It's going to automatically update itself on this page. As you can see, that widget that we did earlier, that one showed up here too. You can add more things over here, so that's completely customizable. When you're ready, press the Publish button, and that's all there is to it. So if we actually click Have a Look here, it's going to take us to the Gold Course, and here we are. So if we click Lesson 1, for example, then we're actually taken to that video page. If we clicked Next Lesson, we would actually have to have set up Lesson 2, which I didn't, but it would redirect us there because when I was editing it, I typed in Lesson 2. Alright, so that's it. So I showed you how to create your course content, set up an entire course, link it all together, showed you all these steps. Let me show you how to do this now if you're using an LMS such as LearnDash. The steps are very similar. I'm going to give you a quick LearnDash overview. I'm going to show you how to create and protect a course, and I'm going to show you the main difference between LearnDash and just creating it yourself, and that is kind of the auto-enroll and the completion tag. So anyway, let me show you how to do that right now. Okay, so if you're actually going to be using LearnDash, you need to make sure you actually have it activated on your site. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and activate the LearnDash plugin, and then I'm going to go ahead and come over here to LearnDash. I'm just going to click it right here, and it's probably going to bring me to some welcome screen right here. I'm just going to close this. I'm going to hide that, and what we're going to do is press the Courses tab right here. So to create a course in LearnDash, you simply come to LearnDash Courses and press Add Your First Course, or up here at the top, you press Add New. And here, it's very simple. LearnDash honestly makes this process extremely easy building a course out. So the first thing that you do is wait for this all to load, but then you're going to type in the name of the course. So in this case, I'll do Gold Course, and then I'm just going to name it LearnDash, just that way it's distinguished here. And there does seem to be something kind of going on with LearnDash right now, but we'll come back to that. Here, you would add a description of your course, so you know, something really simple. And once you're done with that, there's some other settings here that we'll get into, but the first thing you want to do is come over here to the Document tab. So we're in Gutenberg Editor right now. Go to the Document tab, and then scroll down to where it says Content Protection. Same thing. I'm just going to check the Gold membership here. And if we scroll down a little bit further, the When Prohibited, that's all set up for us automatically. But we also have this new box here, and that is the LearnDash Memberium integration. Now, there's a key thing that we need to understand here, and that is auto-enroll tags. So Memberium is protecting this page with the Gold membership. So Memberium is controlling access to this page. If somebody doesn't have the Gold membership, which is the Gold tag in Infusionsoft, they're not going to be able to access this course. However, LearnDash, because you know it's not only used with Memberium, they can have their own protection system called enrollment. So by default, to get enrolled into a course, LearnDash has to enroll you. But what we're going to do here is come over to the auto enroll tag section, and we're going to actually just type in Gold, and we're going to select this 122. This is my membership tag. So if I went up to Memberium memberships and showed you, this Gold tag would actually be where this is coming from. So it's the same tag as this membership here. So what I'm telling Memberium is that anyone who has this Gold membership, let them access the course, and then also enroll them, automatically enroll them into the course. So now Memberium is controlling all the access to this course, not LearnDash anymore. So we're actually giving Memberium control over LearnDash's enrollment functionality. There's only one other thing that we want to set up here, and that says on completion of this section, execute the following actions. So I want to apply a tag whenever somebody completes the entire course. So I'm going to actually just type in gold course, and it's right here, gold course complete. So anytime somebody completes this entire course, I want to apply this tag to them. This is going to come in handy later. You'll understand why I'm doing this. So if you want to follow along, then make sure you have tags created, completion tags created for your courses here. There's one other setting. Come over to the top here where it says settings, and mine's a little bit glitched out, but yours shouldn't be like that. And scroll down just a little bit to where it says access mode and press closed. So if we read this here, this access mode is talking about the enrollment. It's saying this course can only be accessed through admin enrollment, group enrollment, or integration enrollment. So that's exactly what we want here. We want Memberium to control the enrollment, which in this case it's saying integration, shopping cart, or membership. That's just where we fall under, the membership category here. So Memberium's going to control the enrollment. We're telling LearnDash don't enroll people automatically. The course price, you would edit this here. So in my case, I'll just do I'll type something in here. I'll just type in $3 a month, and then the button URL, just set this to members only. That's a super easy way to do it. You could set this directly to an order form if you'd like, but since we haven't fully set that up yet, I'm not going to walk you through that. So now we're going to press the publish button, and we'll just press publish, and let me reload this page here since something is kind of up with it. Okay, so I couldn't figure out exactly what was going on. It has to do with the new update. I don't think I've updated LearnDash, but let's not worry about that. Click on the Builder tab here, and this is where you actually create your course. So this is where you build it out. So for example, you could say new lesson. Again, I'll just keep mine very basic for you, but you would add your real lesson names in here. So you could say lesson 1, for example. You could have lesson 2, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to keep doing that. But if you actually click this drop down here on the lesson, there are things under lessons. So you have topics and quizzes. Topics and quizzes are under lessons. So for example, a topic is really just like a sub lesson. So you could create one of those. You could create a quiz too. There's also final quizzes. So these are final quizzes for the entire course. I'm not going to walk you through all the LearnDash settings, but LearnDash is very powerful. It's much more powerful than just using a basic, the templates that I showed you earlier. But it does come at a cost. Now to actually add your content here, first we'll press the update button, and then to actually edit these lessons, to actually add content, we press this edit button right over here. That's going to take us to another page, and that's going to be the lesson page. So here we are right here, and you actually add your content on this page. So you would simply type in your content. If you wanted videos, you could use the Gutenberg to add images, videos, tons of different stuff. You can embed stuff all through WordPress right here. So we'll go ahead and update that. Let me get out of this full screen mode really quick for you. So I'm out of the full screen mode. Again, that's what's up with LearnDash. It's my fault for not updating it. But what we'll do here is scroll down just a little. I want to show you something. Where it says the content protection box, you do not need to protect this course on its own. Or this lesson. It's going to inherit the protection from the course. So this lesson is under the gold course, which we've already protected. So you don't have to worry about the content protection box. Where it says LearnDash Memberium integration, you do have more options here. So if you wanted to apply a tag, achieve a campaign goal, run an action set, anytime somebody completed this particular lesson, you can do that. You can set that up right here. I'm not going to do that for you now, but here we are. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and view this course on the front end of the site. So we'll simply do view, and here we are. So we have our LearnDash course right here, and if we click into lesson 1, for example, we have mark complete buttons, and if we press those, it'll take us to the next lesson. We can go back to the course. We can see it's 50% complete. So we've completed our LearnDash course. The next thing to show you is how to create the course library page. That's that home page. We've already created it and published it, but we actually need to link the LearnDash courses, and I'll show you how to link the non-LearnDash courses as well. So this is the page that I'm talking about, this page right here. As you can see, those shortcodes that were previously there have been replaced with the progress bar. Let me show you how to actually edit this here. So first things first, just press Edit with Elementor right up at the top. And while this is loading, I'm actually going to come over here into another tab and just pull up the courses. So I'm going to click the gold course and then LearnDash here. And I'm going to wait for this to load up here. But we need to get some information from there. So what we'll do is click in here, and I will simply make this a little bit larger since you really don't need to see everything over here. It's a preview, but we just need to really edit everything right here. So the first thing is to set the membership level, which membership level has access to this course. So in this case, I'm just going to type in gold. If you do have multiple, you'll type in like gold, comma, no space, platinum, comma, bronze. You don't do spaces, so it's comma separated. In this case, I only have one membership protecting it, so I'm going to do gold. Where it says course completion tag ID, that controls this checkbox. So whenever this checkbox, if you want this check mark to show up, it's going to be whenever they have that completion tag. Again, that comes from what we set down over here where it says on completion of this section, apply tag 787 gold course complete. So what we'll do is type in 787 like so. Where it says LMS course ID, you're simply going to come over here to the Learn Dash course. Up at the top, you'll see post equals. This is the WordPress post ID, so 2228 is what I'm going to type in, 2228 like so. We need to get a link to the course. That's super simple. Just scroll up to where it says Permalink, right click that, copy the link address, come back over here to where it says course link and paste it in. And the course image, I'm going to leave mine. However, you could set yours to whatever you'd like. So you could upload an image into WordPress and then just copy the link from there. For now, I'm going to leave it. Where it says course title, you just simply rename this. So just delete that title right here and just type in this case, I'll just type in gold course. And I'll even specify it's Learn Dash, just so you can see. And then the description, again, it's the same thing. You just type in a description. So this is a custom description. Okay, and make sure that you do that. And that's all there is to it. So now I'll just simply press the update button. You would do this for each of your courses. Now, if you're not using the little LMS like Learn Dash, yours is going to be very similar. You're just not going to have this course completion ID or the LMS course ID. It's all just going to be based on the membership level. So keep that in mind. All right. Now we'll go ahead and view the page and see what it looks like. And ideally, it should just look as we expect it to, just like this. So that's all we have to do. Okay, so I showed you how to link the Learn Dash courses, and I showed you how to link the non-Learn Dash courses. It's really the same process for both, to be honest. And so now we're going to move on to the next step. We're really getting close to the end here. Now we're going to set up the Infusionsoft campaign. So we're going to move out of WordPress. We've really set up the majority of all the things that we need in WordPress. Now it's time to set up stuff inside of Infusionsoft. I'm going to give you a quick campaign overview. I'm going to show you how we can actually import this campaign into your Infusionsoft app. So we're going to save you a ton of time by giving you pre-written emails. We're going to have the campaign built out for you. You will have to go in and change some things, which I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm going to show you how to actually link the campaign by changing some things to your site and your courses. So this is going to include password generation. So when somebody signs up, you're going to generate a password, send them a welcome email. It's going to even include reminder emails. It's going to account for when people cancel or those sort of things. That way they're not continually getting reminder emails if they've canceled their account. I'm going to show you all that now. So let's actually go into Infusionsoft and let me show you this campaign. Okay, so first things first, to actually get this imported into your Infusionsoft app, come up here to the main navigation, go to admin and then users. You need to actually add the Memberium partner account. You can do this by coming up here to where it says users and then add partner. That's this one right here. Now, this won't take up any seat on your Infusionsoft app. So if you don't even have any seats available, that's okay. Since we're a partner, this is not going to cost you anything. Here in the Keap ID, you're going to type in apps@memberium.com. And where it says admin, just leave that to yes and then send the email invitation. Once you've done that, you're going to click the link that I've included below this video, and that's going to be where you input your information and decide which of these campaigns that you want imported. Now, once that's done, you'll have to give us some time, and we'll send you an email. You'll get a notification, and we will have imported the campaign into your app. Let me hop into the campaign and show you how it works. Okay, so now that you have the campaign imported, it's actually time to set it up and connect all the pieces to the website, to your WordPress site that we've been working on. So there's quite a few pieces here, but I promise it's really not as complicated as it looks. So the first thing that you're going to do is simply look at this first section right up here, and that is the membership actual fulfillment here. So we have a test tag just to simulate a purchase, and you can change this tag. So when we import this, you're going to have tags that are talking about this KCP course most likely. You can either leave these if you wanted to. You could go in and rename them. That's an option inside of Infusionsoft. You can leave them, or you can simply delete them and recreate them right in here. So you could create new tags right through the campaign builder. Whatever you decide to do, that's up to you. In this case, I'm going to probably leave these right here just for simplicity's sake, but you could rename these and change them. So in this case, this is just a test start, so this will start it without us having to make a purchase. Now, we do also have the purchase here, and in that case, what you'll do is simply say specific product purchase, and in this case, I'm going to choose my gold membership since that's what we've been working on, and I'm going to say they need to buy the monthly membership, which is $3 every month, and it's going to be the credit card method as well. Okay, so in this case, I'll go ahead and save that, and that's marked now as ready. And same thing here, we'll just save this as well, so that's ready as well. Okay, now where it says the program fulfillment and welcome, we will start working on this. So simply click in here, and you'll see that this is, again, very easy to configure. The first thing is I'll explain. So it says this is your membership level tag. What you're really doing here is applying the membership level tag that we created earlier. We already know what mine's called. It's just called gold. So memberships and then gold. I'm going to go ahead and save that. The next thing is this is going to generate the password, the Memberium password. In order to get this, you're going to come over here to Memberium Settings. Come all the way over here to this very last tab that says HTTP post/links. And then scroll down to the bottom where it says password generator example. Copy that. Come back over here. Open up the HTTP post. And then just paste in your link right here. So you'll go ahead and paste that in. And you don't need to worry about the name value pairs. Mark this as ready and then back up. All right, next just go ahead and save the delay timer. So just pop in and save that. And now we're going to get to our first email that we're sending. All the emails in this campaign are pre-written for you, courtesy of membership.coach. If you'd like more information about membership.coach, I'll include a link to that below this video. So here we are going to open up the email, and we're going to see that a lot of this is already done for us, but we will need to make some changes. First thing is to come up here and change the from email address. That's what I recommend. So I will set this to, you can actually really set this to whatever you want. Maybe your name. So I'll just put in my name, and I'll just put in my course. So Ben at Gold Course for just example here. And I'll put in my email. So I'll go ahead and save that now. Okay. And then the to, this is just going to be email or email to. You'll set that to whatever you're using in your Infusionsoft app. If you don't know, leave it set to email. On the subject line here, you're going to want to just simply change in this brackets here where it says insert the name of your course. So you'll set that to your name. In my case, it's going to be Gold Course. And that's really all there is to it. So now you'll read through the email here, and you're going to have to update where it has brackets. So in this case, it's saying we want to welcome you aboard and help you dive in right away, this and that, and change the brackets to insert the name of your course to start going through the gold course. So we're sure that the gold investing course will help you, for example, reach an early retirement in no time. And so you'd add a benefit just like that. I'm not going to go through all of this here, but you will simply update these where you see the brackets. It's very self-explanatory. The next thing is to set your login link. That's super easy to do. All you have to do is just come up here to Memberium, come up here to your site, and copy that login link. So in our case, it's just going to be /login. So we already know that. And so we'll just simply copy this here. We're going to come back to the email, paste that in, highlight the link, and we'll link it right in there. All right, sweet. Next, we're going to pre-fill the username and the password. That's all done using merge fields. And again, by default, if you come over here to Memberium Settings in the Logins tab, your Infusionsoft password field is by default set to password. So if you did change it, you'll need to change the merge field here. Most of you are not going to have changed that. Okay, so once you've done all of that and changed everything, I'm not going to take the time to go through and setting all these brackets here. It's very simple. Use copy and paste and you won't have much trouble here. Mark this as ready and then back up. And now you'll do the last couple things. So simply save this here, that wait timer, and then this tag right here. What we're doing here is we're waiting a day, and then if the user hasn't logged in yet, and I'll explain why the user logged in will stop this, but if the user hasn't logged in yet, we're applying this tag right here. And this tag is saying start the first login reminder sequence. Now again, if you change this tag, which you can do, or you can rename it, it's optional, it's up to you, then you'll just simply need to update it here, and you'll need to update it in one other place, which I'm going to show you. Okay, and then one last thing here is that we have this at the bottom like an additional start, and this is removing the failed payment tag. This is just to make the campaign foolproof. So sometimes maybe the credit card got declined on the first payment, and then that caused a payF, but then they immediately reordered. And so in this case, we're just making sure that they don't have the payF tag. So come in here, open this up, delete that tag right there, and then just do in whatever your tag is here. In my case, mine's membership, and I'm going to find the gold payF. All right, so I'm removing the gold payF. Perfect. So now I'm going to save this. Now again, this tag right here, this is what I'm going to explain next. This is talking about the login reminders. So if we come right over here, there's a goal right here. This is a tag goal, and what it's doing is it's waiting for a tag to be applied whenever the first login happens. So we'll set this up here in Memberium right now. So if we click this, it says course progress, KCP course, achieved first login. You can change the name of this tag inside of Infusionsoft, or you can make a new tag. That's up to you. But whatever you do, if you change it, make sure you also change that here as well. Okay, now the tag inside of the sequence at the end here that gets applied if they haven't logged in, that's going to trigger this whole sequence and series of sequences right down here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just simply save these two goals right here. And again, these get achieved when somebody logs in. We're setting that up next, but I'm just trying to show you how this all links together. So in the event that the user doesn't log in within 1 day of this sequence running, so if they log in, they're going to get pulled out of this sequence, if that makes sense. And they're going to start moving on to this module 1 reminders over here. However, if they don't log in, so if this goal is never achieved here, what's happening is that this ending tag right here is going to get applied, and that tag is the same tag that triggers this goal right down here, start login reminders. So as you can see, this is the start first login reminder sequence. So if you change this tag inside of the sequence, the ending tag here, make sure you change this goal right here. That way these are still linked up. So in my case, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it the same, and I'm going to allow it to save it. Now, before we continue into all the login reminders, let me show you how you can set up this first login achieved thing right here. So we're going to have to actually exit the campaign builder. We're going to come up here to the main navigation, go to CRM settings, and from down here, you're going to go to the action sets. We're going to have to use an action set in order to make this work here. So what we're going to do is add an action set, and in this case, we're going to say user logged in. I'll just name it that, or member logged in, whatever you'd like it to be set up as. And I'll just leave it as that. And then I'm going to apply a tag, and that's going to be the tag that we just set up earlier. Okay, so here it is, the KCP course achieved first login. So we're applying that tag just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and save that. So now that that's done, we need to actually tell Memberium to run this action set, and that is done by coming to the logins tab and then login action set, and then we would find the user logged in. However, it's not showing up on my end because I just created it in Infusionsoft. In order to get around this, come over to Memberium and then the support tab, and then you're going to see the dashboard tab right here. I'm opening all this up in a new tab, by the way. Down here at the bottom, press synchronize Infusionsoft, and this is going to resync those action sets. So we will now have the action set here. So if we refresh here, where it says login action set, my user logged in is right here now. Perfect. So now anytime somebody logs in, Memberium is going to run that action set, which is going to apply the tag that will move the campaign ahead. All right, perfect. So let's hop back into the campaign. Okay, so those goals are now all set to be achieved. And again, if you change the tag, you'll just change whatever you put in that action set. Not a problem at all. So here on this, we'll make sure that's saved here. And we're going to hop into the login reminder sequence. All right, so this is the largest sequence that we have in this entire campaign, and we also have pre-written instructions explaining how to set this up. So, you can follow those instructions. this is really the same as all the other sequences. You need to come through and publish and mark these as ready, and then you need to come inside and edit all of the login reminder emails. They're all written for you already. Just fill in the blanks, mark them as ready. So once you do this, you'll eventually reach this voice broadcast. Now the reason why is because if you look, we're waiting a day, then 3 days, then 4 days, then 5, and then we're going to trigger this voice broadcast. And here's the reason why. If the user still hasn't logged into the site after all this time, I mean this is over like almost 2 weeks now, they probably aren't getting our emails. And so what we're doing is we're triggering a voice broadcast. Now, if you want to send an SMS message instead, you can use something like plus this or fix your funnel, and you could do a text message here instead of the voice broadcast. But in this case, this is what's included in Infusionsoft, so that's what we're using here. Then we're waiting 7 days and we're sending another reminder email. Then we're waiting 2 weeks and we're sending another voice broadcast. Now, at this point, if they still haven't got it, we're applying a tag down here. In this tag, you will want to change this. This is saying that the first login reminder sequence has been completed. So we're just saying they've gone through this entire thing. And now we are creating a task. At this point, if they haven't logged in, we need someone from your team to actually manually follow up with these people. Give them a phone call, find out what's happening. Why aren't they getting the emails? Are they getting the emails? You know, those sort of things. This is a personal help here. So what you'll do to fix this is just simply change this. So I'll update this to my name. So gold course customer never got started. And I'm just going to say new customer never logged in and got started with the gold course after 6 emails and 2 voicemail broadcasts or text messages, and it's saying contact them via the phone, do all this. So down here you will set up a notify these users right here. What you'll do now is just mark that as ready, and then we'll back up. We have the task completed goal here. So at this point, we're now waiting for that human intervention to be done. And so as you can see, if you change the task and all that, it's going to automatically update in here. So it's saying gold course, customer never got it. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Mark that as ready. And so after the person has called them, figured out what's happening, we are now going to trigger this last sequence here, which is, resending the welcome email. And then we're going to wait 7 days and resend it again. And this tag over here is just saying, if the user still hasn't logged in at this point, tag them again. KCP course, you'll rename this, but login follow-up and the resent sequence also is completed. So we're just saying that they've completed this sequence too. It's the same thing inside of this email. Go ahead and change the login page link there. Okay, so at that point, we're just waiting for the first login to be achieved. And if they don't ever log into the site, then this is where the campaign really ends for them. They're not going to progress through this campaign. Okay, so at this point, we are now past the fulfillment portion of the campaign, and we're now moving on to the follow-ups and the reminders here. So what we'll do is simply move over to this right here. After they've logged in for the first time, they're going to be started immediately into this module 1 reminders sequence here. And this will actually continue up to 5 modules. So if you have a 5-part course, use this. If you don't, just simply delete these, reconnect them, and you can do that too. So as a matter of fact, I'll show you how to do that. But this really does explain how to do it. So course completed tags, each of these course completion tags are applied by the LMS plugin. I'm going to walk you through this, but what you're going to do here is just simply create your own tags, and then you're going to add your tags as completed goals inside of the campaign. And then in WordPress, we're going to set up LearnDash or whatever LMS you're using to apply these tags whenever somebody completes the course. All right, so it's super simple. I'm actually going to show you as well how to do it with lessons. So you can do it with courses and with lessons. So first things first, where it says Module 1 Reminders, we'll just open this up here. And there's a ton of instructions right here, but you can read those. I'm going to walk you through it. So first, just go ahead and mark this as ready. Next, open up the first email here, and all you really have to change is your course info, and you're going to put an auto login link in here. Now, an auto login link is just a link that immediately takes the user to the content. So it logs them into the site and takes them straight to the course content. They don't need to enter their login details. They don't need to go to a login screen. It's going to take them straight to your course. So update all the bracketed stuff here, like the name of the course and all that good stuff. Come down here where it says resume where you last left off and click on this link right here, and you'll see that we have this auto login link. So what we're going to do is come over here to Memberium settings, go to the HTTP post/links again, and then scroll down to where it says email auto login example, copy that, come back to the campaign and paste it in. And then all you have to do is right here at the end, just change this redirect. So in this case, let me just, since it says resume where you last left off, I'm actually going to take them straight to the gold course. So I'm actually going to go to the course here. And as you can see, it's right here. So I'm just going to copy that course link. And really all you have to copy is this ending stuff right here. So /courses and then gold course learn dash. All right, come back over here, come to the end of this this login link and paste that in. So it should say and reader for redirect equals and then the link to your course. Then you'll insert that link and that's all you have to do. Mark it as ready, update after you update everything else, of course, and then go ahead and exit that. So you'll do that for all those emails, and you can also do the voice broadcast here. So what we're doing here is really just reminding people to access the course. We're reminding them to complete the course. Now, after they've completed the course, we need to stop them from getting the reminders and advance them to the next module. So in this case, the modules could be, this could be lessons, this could be courses if you wanted. You can just simply rename these campaigns if you like to course number 1, course number 2, whatever. This could be lesson reminders even. So if you have long form lessons that have a lot of content, you can certainly use lessons. So for example, let's actually hop over into a course here. In this case, I have lesson 1 and lesson 2. So let's just set those up. So first things first, you need to make sure that you have tags for these. In order to make sure I have these tags, and I'll show you how to create these, come over to the Memberium and then go to the Memberships tab right here. And there's a little tool in here under the Tag Builder Pro that allows you to create what's called drip tags. And all this tool does is if I just type in gold course lesson, and then I can do start at 1 and then end at 5, for example. I can put these in a certain category as well. So matter of fact, I'll just leave them for now. And I'm going to press the create all. What this is going to do is create 5 tags now. It's going to create gold course lesson 1, gold course lesson 2, gold course lesson 3, 4, and 5. You get the idea. So now what we can do is we can actually come over here into Learn Dash. So we can come up to my Learn Dash course. Okay, so now that I'm on my course, I'm going to show you how to set this up for course level and lesson level. So if you want the reminders to be sent out for every individual lesson, so if you only have one course and you want to use this for your different lessons, you can do that. Or if you have a multi-part course, so you have like it's split up over multiple courses, you can do this as well. So basically the way to do this is just scroll down here to where it says Learn-Memberium Integration, and then you would apply a tag right here. So it says apply these tags. So in this case it says gold course complete. So what I would do is come over here to the module 1 completed right here, and I would change this tag to gold course complete. So gold course complete, just like that. Okay, and then I would save this right here. But in this case, I'm going to do it for lessons just to make it easier on my end. That's just how my course is set up. So I'm going to come over here to the builder. I'm going to come over here to where it says the lesson right here. I'm going to press the edit button. That's going to take me to my lesson 1 page. Now that I'm here on the lesson page, if I scroll down, I'm going to see the exact same thing. Learn-Memberium integration, apply these tags, and in this case, I'm going to type in gold course lesson 1. And, you know, I'd probably want to add complete to this too, but I understand what it's for, so I'll go ahead and update that now. Now, what I'm going to do is go to all of my different lessons. Let's say I created 5 lessons, and I would actually put the different tag on each of these. So on lesson 2, it'd be gold course lesson 2, lesson 3, gold course lesson 3, etc., etc. You get the idea, right? Okay, so now if we come back over here into the campaign, looks like it's reloading here on me. In my module 1, I would actually just change this now to the gold course lesson 1 right here, just like that. And then I would come over here to the module 2, and I would do the same thing. So gold course lesson 2 now. And I would set this up for all of these. So gold course lesson 3, and I'll go ahead and do the rest of these off camera. I'll bring it back. Okay, so I'm applying the last tag right here, and I've now added all those tag goals. So perfect, they're all done. So inside of these reminders here, you're going to do the same thing that we did in the first one. You're just going to update all the emails and mark them as ready. Make sure you're using the auto login links to make it super easy for your members. Now there is one thing that we didn't cover. If you actually come over here into the module lessons, at the very end here there is a tag that says sequences, and then it says start course reminder loop. Again, rename this tag so it's your course. So we're starting a reminder loop, and what that's actually starting is this right down here. So if we look in this tag goal, that is the start reminder loop. Okay, so what this is doing is, let's say that somebody still hasn't completed the lesson or the course after all those reminders. We're now starting a longer term reminder loop, which you can continue to add to this. You can add more emails, voice broadcasts, texts, whatever you need to in order to get them to come back to your course. So edit those, mark them as ready, and that's how that's going to work. Now, there is a couple things that you'll need to add here. One is the stop course reminder. So this is, you need to basically stop this sequence in case somebody finishes something. So you can see here, these are the tags that we imported. You actually need to simply come in here and add all of your tags. So in my case, it would be lesson 1, and then lesson 2, 3, 4, 5, and all that. So I'll go ahead and do those really quick. Okay, so there's those right there, and then we really need to create a new tag as well, and this is a tag that could be manually applied, or we could make this tag get applied in the emails where we're manually stopping this course reminder loop. That's an option as well. Okay, and then down here it says wants to stop receiving the course reminders, or they were unengaged. These are just more tags as well that are stopping it. So in this case, we have something as part of our mailing list where they could opt out of these emails. We also using something like We Deliver, which is allowing us to track the engagement here, and if they haven't been engaged for so many months, then we're just going to stop them. There's the cancellation tags and the payf tags as well. So if they're no longer members of the course, you would add in yours right here. So gold, and then add your cancellation and your payf tags. All right, so once you're done with that, there's just one last thing here. Again, right here at the very end, we also have the exact same thing. These are those same tags that you're going to put over here into this reminder email. And all that's going to do is that no matter where they are in this sequence, if they don't want the reminder emails or they cancel, we're just pulling them out of the entire thing. No problem there. Now, the very last thing is that after they've completed the last lesson or the last module or course, we're going to put them in one final sequence, and this is explained here, but we want to really sell them on a higher product. So it says after someone finishes your full program, assuming it has a clear endpoint for members, this is the perfect time to congratulate them and to share the next steps. And so basically you want to sell them on a higher end product. That could be something such as a mastermind course. That could be something like your consulting package or one-on-one help. There's different things that you could do here, but you're trying to sell them on a higher tier product after they completed the course and received value from it. So go through here, edit the emails as you need to, and mark it as ready. Once you're done with that, you really have completed this campaign. So this campaign, this is an advanced campaign. This is not a beginner campaign by any chance, but because we've done all the heavy lifting for you, you can just come through and edit this, spend, maybe an hour or less on this. It depends on how much you want to customize it, but once you're done, you're going to have a campaign that is going to scale with you. And so you have all the login reminders and the looping, all that set up, and I promise your members and your retention will see benefits from having all this implemented. So when you're ready, you'll just press the publish button up here. Okay, so if you're not using an LMS system like I showed you earlier, you can still take advantage of the campaign that we set up. What you'll need to do is use one of our shortcodes on top of your regular page. So in this case, I'm going to open up Elementor here. You don't have to be using Elementor or our page builder to do this. But once you're here inside of Elementor, what you're going to do is just simply add a button either down here, or you can also add it right up here. I mean, that's an option as well. We could actually replace this button and drag in just a regular text block. And what you're going to do is paste in this code right here. So we'll open this up and paste this in. This is Memb Action Set Button. And what we're going to do is apply the tag. And this is mark complete. So in this case, we'll say mark lesson, mark module. I'll just say mark lesson, and then the redirect is going to be the next step. So in my case, it would be like lesson -2 or something, for example, right? Okay, now the only thing that we have to change here is the tag IDs. So in our campaign, we set up those tag IDs. We did that earlier. Now, what you'll need to do here is just simply come right up here to the top and come to the CRM and then settings. This way we can actually find those tag IDs. Come up to where it says the tags right here, and then we're going to just search for the tags, or in our case, we're lucky and they're right up here at the top. So Gold Course Lesson 1, ID 997. So we'll just type in 997. Now, when anybody actually completes this lesson, This is going to be a button that's generated here, by the way, and it's going to pick up on your theme styling, and you can customize it if you need to. But anytime somebody clicks this to mark the lesson complete and move to the next lesson, then that's going to stop those reminder sequences, and it's going to move them onto the next lesson automatically. So you'll just copy this onto all your lessons, and that's as simple as that. If you're going to do this on the course by course level, just simply add this button to the very last lesson of your course. So add it to the very last lesson and just say mark course complete, and that's it. I'm going to include this code below the video for you. So all we're doing with this is we're simply replacing the Memberium LMS integration with this Memb Action Set button. So in this case, members, once they click the button, are going to get the tag applied. It works the same way inside of LearnDash and Lifter, Sensei LMS. They press the Mark Complete button, and that's when Memberium applies the tag. So this is really the same functionality. It's just that you'll have to go in and manually add this code to every page. So depending on how many lessons, that shouldn't take very long. But once you have it set up, even if you have a lot of lessons, this is a one-time ordeal. So once it's set up, you're all set, and you can take advantage of the campaign which we set up for you. Okay, so that was the Infusionsoft campaign. I know that was a pretty long section, probably the longest section that we're going to have on here, but I gave you an overview of the campaign and showed you how it worked. I showed you how to request us to import that campaign. There's a link below this video. Just make sure that you add us as a partner to your account. And I also showed you how to link the campaign to your site and your courses. So we showed you how to set up the password generation, the reminder emails, welcome emails, how to manage the cancellations inside of that campaign, and all of that. So let's move on to the next step, and that is Infusionsoft billing triggers. So what happens when a member's payment fails? What happens when the charge fails? Well, we already set up those payF tags inside of our membership and a special homepage when they log in. That's going to let them update their credit card. So all we need to do is make sure that Infusionsoft can actually apply that tag. So we'll have Infusionsoft apply the payF tag when a payment fails automatically. We don't have to deal with that. Let me show you how that's set up. Come over into Infusionsoft, come up to the main navigation, go to the e-commerce, and then click on the settings tab right here at the bottom. And at the very bottom on the left, click billing automations. And from here at the top, you're going to do triggers, and you're going to do when a credit card auto charge attempt is made, and then add a trigger right here. And from here, we're going to do when an auto charge fails and it contains these products. Choose your products. In my case, it's going to be gold every month. That's it. If you have multiple variations of the subscription, you could as well check all those. So, it's up to you if you have different price points set up. In my case, I'll just use this one right here. And we need to just simply apply a tag. So we'll apply a tag like so, and we will go find my gold payF tag. All right, so here it is, gold payF. And that's all we're going to do. We're just going to apply the gold payF tag, and we're going to save the trigger. Now, there is one more step, obviously. So here it is right down here. When an auto charge fails and the invoice contains gold every month, we're going to apply that. But we need to make sure that once the user does pay up, that they actually get their access back. So we're going to say when an auto charge is successful, and we'll just say failed or didn't failed, just to make it foolproof. Again, we're going to check the same product. And now we are going to remove. So where it says remove here, we're going to remove the payF tag. Okay, so you can do memberships and then gold payF, so we're going to remove that. And honestly, just to make it super easy, we might as well remove the rest of those tags in there. So we can also make sure that the user doesn't have the cancellation, payF, or suspension. So in order to do this, click on the first tag, hold shift, click on the last tag you want to select, and save that. So in this case, it's extremely foolproof. If the user really does make a successful payment to us, we're going to go ahead and remove all those tags and make sure that they have their access. So at this point, we're going to save the trigger. Now, if you do want to have more actions take place, such as sending out emails and those sort of things, I recommend that you set that up inside of a campaign. The reason why is because, you're going to have more control and more visibility. I find that the visual campaign builder is easier than using this list here. So what you could do is just simply come into a campaign and use the start trigger, a tag goal being that payF tag for your membership. So mine was gold payF, yours will be whatever your membership name is, payF, and then that will start off your emails, your reminders, whatever you like to do. So once that's done, when members log into your site and they have the payF tag, we already set it up inside of the memberships. If you remember that, as a matter of fact, I'll refresh you if you don't. Come to memberships, click on your membership and edit here. And if we scroll down, the payF homepage is membership deactivated due to billing issue. So you already set this up on your end, and once members log in, they're going to be taken to this screen and prompted to enter a new credit card. once the charge is approved, the billing trigger that we just set up here, where it says when an auto charge is successful, that's going to re-grant them their access. So that's really all there is. That's all you have to do to set that up. So this was a super quick step, and we have now configured Infusionsoft to automatically apply the payF tag, and then when the user has actually paid, we're having Infusionsoft automatically grant them their access back. Super awesome. Okay, now the last step, how to test your setup. You need to test your setup. So the first thing is you're going to create a contact in Infusionsoft. You're going to apply a tag to trigger the campaign, or you can even make a real purchase if you want to really test it with a real card. That's up to you. And then you're going to, one, check that a password's generated, make sure that your tags are applied, and then make sure that the actual access to your course is granted. So let me walk you through that right now. So in order to create a contact, the absolute easiest way is to come up here and just click the plus and then create your contact. So in my case, I'll do Ben Test, and I'm just going to do Ben full setup at test.com. It doesn't even need to be a real email. If you're wanting to test the emails, use an email address. And then I'm going to press the save button right here. Okay, then I'm going to open up that contact, and there's a couple ways to do this. One, you can actually make the real purchase. You can go to the order form that you set up in your campaign and make the purchase. If you don't want to do that, then you can simply apply the tag that we set up. So let's actually open up the campaign builder in another window here. And if we look up here, we have this test tag to simulate purchase, and this test tag was sequences, test tag, test start course purchase. So I'm going to remember that. I'm going to go ahead and publish my campaign. It's going to give me some errors since I have not updated all those emails, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and publish it anyway. Okay, so here's the tag right here, and I'll press apply this tag. And if I actually just wait a couple seconds and then refresh this contact, I'm going to see down here in the campaigns section all of the stuff that's being started here. So if I come down here, you can see it's already started my program fulfillment and welcome. It's applying the gold tag, generating a password for the user, making sure they don't have the payF tag, sending me the welcome email. It's doing all that right now. So I'll go ahead and give that a couple seconds and I'll bring it back. Alright, so I went ahead and waited a couple seconds, and we can now see, if we come over here to the tags tab, that the user does have the gold membership. If we come to the additional info, I can see that a password's been generated as well. If I come over here to the campaigns, I can see that the email is it's about to be sent out. So if I click that email, I can actually preview what it's looking like, and as you can see, I have my all my info right here. So what I'm going to do is pop over to the membership site inside of an incognito window, and I'm going to press the login button. That link's right here too. I'm going to copy my login details. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, and I'm going to copy my password here. So now that I've copied all that, I'm going to log into the membership site, and let's see what I have access to. So as you can see, my gold course is unlocked, where the other courses are locked. These just weren't set up, so I never configured those, so that's why those are showing unlocked there. The Your Account page, for instance, this is already working. It's going to have my info here now, and it should show that I'm a gold member. So as you can see, it has my name, Ben Test, shows when I signed up. I can change my email here and my name, and it's showing that my current membership is the gold membership. Perfect. Now, the real test is, can I actually access the content? And the fact that this isn't locked is a giveaway that I can, but I can simply come in here, and obviously I can access it. I can mark stuff as complete, for instance, and that's going to progress the campaign here. So as a matter of fact, as you can see, we were waiting for certain things to happen, and it was going to wait for me to log in, if you remember that. So if I come down here to the campaigns, you can see it stopped the course reminder emails, and it achieved the first login. So there's a lot of different things that happened, and the campaign's going to basically run on autopilot now. So once you've seen that a password's generated, tags are applied, access is granted, you're able to navigate through the membership site without any issues, you're going to run into one of two results. Either first, everything is going to be working perfectly. That's the big green check here, and honestly, at this point, you're ready to launch. So depending on how long it took you to import all your course content, this was a pretty quick setup experience for you. Now, statistically, some of you are going to run into some problems, and it's not going to be the big green check right away. However, that's what the Memberium support team is here for. If you have a Memberium membership, if you're paying us, this is exactly what you're paying for. You're paying for access to our support team, where when you run into these problems, you're not just stuck there all alone. Memberium support can actually go into your campaign, we can go into your membership site, we can find out where the disconnect is, what's not working. All you have to do in order to actually get us to do that is just go to our memberium.com/support page. The support team is here 5 days a week, and we monitor tickets on the weekend. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to that page, and you're going to give us detailed description of the problem, a WordPress admin login. That way we can actually log into your membership site. If the issue is inside of Infusionsoft, like it's a campaign problem, like you are having an issue with the campaign, it's not doing something correctly, we can try to help you. A lot of times that might be an Infusionsoft issue, and you'll need to take that up with them. However, if it is just a connection issue, we can definitely take a look. All you need to do is just send us a link to that campaign, and we can check it out. And also, one last thing, very important, is that you send us a link to the test contact. That could just be an email address, so whatever you signed up to do the testing with, give us the email address, that contact. That way we can pull it up and we can see the history of the contact that you were testing with. That way we can try to follow through and understand what went wrong. So once you do that, our support team is fantastic. As a matter of fact, if you go to the Infusionsoft Marketplace and look at our reviews, they're really all talking about the support team. Massive shout out to the support team in Memberium. We also have one here that is talking about the customer support is by far the best, and these are other customers that have used Memberium support. So you're in good hands with Memberium, and we're here to help you figure out any of the problems. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this full setup video. If you have questions, like I said, reach out to Memberium support or join us on office hours, the call that happens twice every week. With all that being said, all the links that I've mentioned are included below this video. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. You can send an email to support@memberium.com with that. And with all that being said, hopefully you can get your membership site up and running quickly using all the things that I've shown you in this video. It's not that difficult, and I'm glad that you're part of the Memberium team.